up against that Jags offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jameis to throw it. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. First carry for Daniel Pumphrey, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Play fake. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Second down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long for Winston. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. Well, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go now.
Winston now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucks in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bucks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Jaguars getting set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Fournette on the counter, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's a give to Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And some room to maneuver. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right there at the 43. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Jameis on second down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Winston. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. The 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Jameis to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Bucks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jameis now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He finds Hearns left side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for it.
And he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. That's complete. It's Gordon. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Second down, Winston. And it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. 23 yards on the play.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Third and goal. Winston. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Final minute now of the third quarter. This is Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Roethlisberger will throw. It's caught right side. It turns. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run with Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Hurry up, let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's into the clear. And he cuts it right. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucks are able to cut in now to that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And now the Bucks deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scored? And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
Now Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And some room to work. He's at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Bucks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to